So, Tara Lynn Carpenter asks, have they niched too far? So, their ideal clients are intuitive, empathic, highly sensitive daughters of God who want to create a personal sanctuary in their home so they can reconnect with their own energy. They love working with women who are both spiritual, new age, and religious, specifically Christian. They use astrology in their work, but don't talk really about any religion in any of the offerings. And they ask, would it be better to leave the daughters of God part out of the ideal client description and replace it with women? Then include their religious background in one of the welcome sequence emails so they can better decide if they're a good fit for them.
Okay, I mean that's not too niched. The Daughters of God was the most interesting part of that for me. I was like, oh yeah, that's Christian. That's all right. No, now we know. So, I mean, I assumed it was Christian. That seemed like the easy go-to on that, though it could have been a New Age thing. But no, I mean, if I think if you just say women and you broaden it out, it's an offer I've probably seen a bunch. But helping women create a sanctuary in their home, that's great. That's interesting. That's a very specific thing to help them do. And if it's sort of new agey Christian women, that's even better. Now you think, but wait, what does the new agey Christian have to do with the home sanctuary? Well, it might have to do a few, there might be a few ways it shows up, but also it's just, oh, this woman's kind of new agey, but also religious, and me too. I'd rather work with her than somebody who's new agey and not religious, or religious but not new agey. How perfect. She's, straddling the worlds of spirituality and religion, of new age and you know, Christian. So I think that's interesting. And it's also, I think I'm just wondering about the urgency of it. Okay, so they want to create a sanctuary, a space, a little oasis. But when in their life is this likely to happen? So that's, I mean, it could be post-divorce, for example, the kids have moved out, empty nesting. So those would be things to think about is what's the perfect moment for you to show up in their life. And I might suggest checking out on YouTube to search Tad Hargrave 3 columns exercise and dig into that. Because there are these, there's a moment where it's too soon, there's a moment it's too late, there's a moment it's the perfect moment for a sanctuary. And so the more you can hone in on what that is or what those moments might be, the better. Um, and then, yeah, I mean, it could be that the real thing is just the island B. It's just, well, I just want a oasis, and it's not that there's a particular problem, but I want that. But I'm also curious, is there a particular issue or situation that this helps them address? Um, and there's a number of things that could draw people towards having a sanctuary or drive them there. Anxiety attacks, just mental health struggles, and you just need that at home because the world's so rough. A shitty work environment. Just went through, yeah, a really bad breakup or divorce, a death or something, and you just need that space to. Or I've just hit this age where I want to be a crone. I want to be a medicine woman, and so I need a space dedicated to that. I don't know what it is for your people, but that would be something worth at least knowing, and probably putting in the in the sales letter. When I hear things like this, I think some part of my brain is always trying to figure out what's the headline. What would I write at the top of the page that would grab people? And if there's nothing there, that's the mayday. And this one, there is something interesting. Build a space with, for new age. There's something interesting. So I would say keep exploring it. It's not too specific at all. I mean, if you're doing this on the internet, you could go much more narrow than this. Um, but I'm immediately getting ideas of what the social media can be, and that's a good sign. It's like, oh man, all the before and afters. you could have of what these women had done. You know, you could almost make a coffee table book of here's photos of, you know, these shrines that these women have made in their own homes. And um, there's a lot that could be done there. So beautiful.
All right.